Alright guys, welcome back to another video on Rotten. So, hey, we got this roll cage we got to continue to install, weld it all together. I pre-painted a lot of it just because I won't be able to get to it behind the dash, so I wanted it painted, so I pre-painted it, and we'll weld it all in and then repaint all that and make this thing as pretty as we can before Labor Day. So we're going to be trying to take this thing to Birds Labor Day weekend. We're either taking the white Jeep over there somewhere, or we're taking this. So hopefully we can take this. So let's try to knock out some stuff. Alright guys, so here are our front roll cage bars. So this is the original stock cage bar and brackets that we just did a pillar all the way down to the ground, so, or all the way down to the tub bottom. So we did that, put it through a handle in there, pre-painted them. We'll slap them in there and continue this cage. Alrighty guys, I skipped ahead a few tubes, so ended up not recording a few of them. I just was on the struggle bus trying to come up with a design. Came up with this. Pretty stoked about this. Looks pretty good in my opinion. All welded in, solid. I'm not going to do a window bar. I was, but I didn't like how much of the view it takes away, because when that bar is in there, you're shaving off probably 4 inches of the windshield. So I didn't like that. I'm just going to, I just brace the shit out of these, you know, and then it should be good to go. So that's how I'm going to do it. Down to prep and some paint. Alrighty guys, it is time for me to go to work, but I was able to get, actually I had Michelle come out and help, and she was able to help prep all of this metal for Raptor Liner. We got the tailgate, the other tailgate off the silver Jeep on there. Need to sand it, sand everything. We taped the wiring harnesses up out of the way. We'll just tape the console and spray close as I can to it, and then I think I'm gonna weld up these, because these, somebody just cut too far obviously, so I think I'm gonna weld these up, and then the interior's ready for some Raptor Liner. If we could spray it tomorrow, that means Wednesday it should be cured up enough to start taping off the roll cage and start to paint that. So moving along. Alrighty guys, so we are gonna continue cleaning this whole tub up. Basically just need to keep sanding, keep vacuuming, and then we'll acetone everything, and then we are going to spray some bed liner in it hopefully today, and that way tomorrow hopefully we can start painting this cage. So that's the game plan. Alrighty guys, we are Raptor lined. Looks pretty good, I'm happy with it. Should have everything covered. I used 3 bottles to do the inside. Also did the pillar going up. So, yeah, pretty happy with that. We will wait till tomorrow and pull off the tape and all this other shit. And then we'll drop cloth or use plastic or something to cover this, and then we'll start working on this cage. So I went a little heavy on the top because I actually ran the hose across it, and now it doesn't look as blended. So I might go back in here after maybe tomorrow and try to make it a little more even through there. But yeah, pretty good, happy with it. Alrighty guys, got everything prepped and ready to paint. My wife and actually Joe came over, my neighbor Joe came over and started taping off some of this stuff too. Helped me out big time. So the tub is sprayed. Obviously, we got the cloth in there. Everything has been wiped down, sanded. I did spray this primer on there, but I stopped because the can says to recoat after 48 hours or top coat after 48 hours, and I don't want to do that. So it's either top coat within an hour or after 48 hours. So we are going to spray the primer on and then top coat tomorrow and hopefully get this whole cage painted nice and green. And then we're on to the exterior. Alrighty guys, check that out. I'm pretty stoked about that. Turned out pretty freaking good. And I really like that paint. It's just the Rust-Oleum paint and primer or something like that. Spray's really nice. And then I used a 2K clear and then went over it with some clear coat. Just to hopefully make the dirt slide off a little better and hopefully make the paint last a little longer. So, but that is it. We will let this thing dry for probably 24 hours, maybe more. And then we can start putting the interior in and a little bit of wiring and really just kind of putting it together before we start getting to the outside. So the outside should be pretty easy. We're just going to use probably 80 grit, somewhere in there. Sand everything, and then we'll rhino-line the whole thing with the Chrysler Granite Gray, I think is what they call it, tint. So I'll use the Chrysler Granite Gray, and it will be all rhino-lined and pretty. So next thing I got to do, I do have to take this top off, or the windshield off. I got to take this off and paint the inside the Chrysler Gray or whatever it is. And then I can put the windshield back on, and then I can tape everything off from there, and then we can start prepping the outside. So that's what's up. Pretty excited about that. Alrighty guys, we skipped around a bit. So ended up not recording a bunch of this stuff, but Michelle actually taped this off while I redid the trailer. So I just redid all the wood. I widened it. We got drive over fenders now. I have this is a spare, but I have the correct wheel for that, but pretty much brand new and wider. So I still gotta enclose the fenders. I think I'm just gonna use some sheet metal for that, but I don't have sheet metal yet. So, and we're out of time. So this is how it's gonna go. Looks pretty good over here. Pretty much sprayed all the door jambs and stuff, and I'm not really sure the process you're supposed to do for this, but I have the hinges to put on there, and then I have to paint the hinges, and then I have to hang the doors. Same thing with this. You know, you bolt these in, hang the doors, close the doors, tape the doors, and then spray the outside all at once. So that's what I'm going to try to do. We'll see how it goes. I already have this side bolted on, this door bolted on, but again, I think I have to pull the doors off, spray the hinges, bolt the door, or hang the door back on, spray the door, I think. So, I don't know. We'll figure it out and go from there. Finally, she is out of the garage, out of the shop. It's like 80% done. That's pretty good. Good enough to go to birds. Don't have any fenders, if you didn't notice. I don't have any of the tail corners or the rear corners. But it's enough to take it on its maiden voyage and go see some friends of ours and go have some fun. So, and we got our trailer redone. So check it out. Alrighty guys, that's where I'm going to call it quits on this video. So if you haven't seen it already, go check out the birds trip with this thing. The videos are a little out of order just because I was on a time crunch and I couldn't make all the videos at once. So anyways, we're still finishing up Rotten today. We got rear fenders on. This is the corner guards, and then I welded some tubing to it. Just kind of give it a little more edge distance to stay away from the actual body portion of it. So yeah, so we're moving right along. Everything oh, I got front fenders on. Sprayed those yesterday, I think. Oh, we repped the grill. That's pretty cool, right? Forgot about that. So this is the same vinyl wrap that I have on Fireball, our buggy. I had some left over, so I said, well, let's give it a shot. And these are not easy to do. So those of you that do this for a living, I don't know, you guys got a lot of patience. That was rough, getting down into these light socket areas, but turned out really good. I like it. So hood latches are on, other fenders on, doors are on. I got this fender down here. Yeah, making a good bunch of progress. And I think if you've seen the birds video, this situation. So this is a used transmission I found on Marketplace for 12. We're gonna be popping the old one out, putting this one in, and then I'm going to try, I don't know how successful I'm going to be, but I'm going to give it my best try to rebuild the one that's in it right now. So I'll see what happens with that. But anyways, like I said, that's going to be the end of this video, guys. So thanks for watching. If you guys like this, like, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks, guys.